Hey guys, welcome to another vlog. It is currently Thursday, June 4th. I had a shop update on Sunday, May 24th. So we're in the second week of order packing. We have not made as much progress as we should have. I've been solo packing all of this week, which I was not expecting. There's just that much apparel for Christian to make. I'm really hoping I can have his help packing tomorrow though. But we're close to getting done the day one orders in terms of apparel. For non-apparel orders, I'm way past day one orders, but the apparel ones are slower to get done. And I always say during my big shop updates that there's a 2-week processing time. So I need the orders packed within 2 weeks of you placing the order. Ideally, I would have all the orders done within the 2 weeks, but in this case, that's not going to happen. But as long as it's 2 weeks from the date the person placed the order, that we get their order out, then it's good. So we still have a few day ones lingering, and in my mind, tomorrow is the deadline, even though Friday is not 2 weeks from Sunday. It's less than 2 weeks, but Sunday falls on the weekend. So I guess you could say Monday is the 2-week mark, technically, because anything I would pack on Sunday would go out Monday. But Friday's kind of the 2-week mark in terms of 10 business days. Plus, we have family coming to stay with us this weekend, so we won't be able to do too much order packing on the weekend. They're staying with us from Saturday through Tuesday, so we'll have to pack some orders while they're here on the weekend for the Monday mail pickup, but hopefully not too much. The plans are a little loose at the moment, so I'm just going with the flow. But in addition to all the order packing, I'm trying to get the house in order for the guest visit. So usually during a shop update, we just neglect the housework. We neglect it completely, but I've been trying to do things here and there in preparation. And then I'm going to do kind of the final cleaning Saturday morning, I think. But yesterday I was folding laundry and did all the cat litter swap over and a deep clean of the cat litter area. Then I also vacuumed down here and swept and just tidied in general. I'll show you that in a second. So that was yesterday's tasks, and today I would love to clean the kitchen a little bit, like wipe down the fronts of the counters and do a quick wipe of some of the appliances. I wanted to do a full fridge clean out, but that's not going to happen. I also need to meal plan for the weekend so I can get the groceries tomorrow morning. And ideally, I also paint my nails tonight. That seems impossible though. It's going to take like 2 hours because it's gel. They're like grown out and then trimmed down right now. A couple nails are missing the gel. I would like to do that tonight if possible. And tomorrow's a live stream day, so I am going to stream order packing, but it might have to start late because I'm getting the groceries and I'm going to hit up multiple grocery stores. So we'll see how that goes. And then hopefully in the evening I can do more cleaning and prep. It's chaotic, but it's going to feel so good once it's all done. But because of all this, I don't know how long this vlog is going to be. So it is what it is. You get what you get. I didn't want to leave you with nothing because it almost feels like a punishment. Like I'm so busy because you've been supporting my shop, and in return I'm withholding a vlog from you because I'm too busy. It feels like a punishment, especially since I skipped the Tuesday night game streams for the last 2 weeks because of the shop stuff. I don't want to punish you by taking away stuff because you supported me, you know? But I need to get to packing some orders. I don't want to film too much of it because that's all I've really been filming. Plus there's the order packing live streams. Like you've seen enough order packing in recent vlogs. So I just plan to kind of give you updates here and there. But I can show you the room. I was cleaning in general last night, but then also trying to think of ways where I could somewhat maintain this layout that I use for the split packing so that there's less setup when I do want to do split packing. Because right now this table is pulled outwards more than usual. It's typically flush with these IKEA cubes. But what if we leave these stacking bins here? The bottom one is backwards. Yes, I gotta fix that. But what if we leave the stacking cubes here? Just this upper stuff comes off. These will have to move. They can't stay here. But the table stays exactly as it is. And then these tables also stay pushed over. And right now they're in a square configuration. I've been keeping them in an L configuration, and then this nests into the L. So basically this table would be exactly here, but that one would be turned sideways. But what if we keep them square, because that's what we do for order packing, and then that can just sit in front of it. I do need a spot to give the bins back to Christian, but this still works. We just can't have a super tall stack of bins there. And then things like my electronics, I can unplug them, but I got these little cable holders that stick to the side of your desk and just hold the cables there. So the printer, scale, monitor, those cables can just stay where they are, and I can, clip them to the back of this table so that when I do pull them out for shop updates, it's very quick. The folding table will have to be taken down and then put up as needed. And one of the tall shelves would also be put away because I only ever have one out here at all times. Second one gets collapsed, tucked away when not needed. But at least in terms of furniture placement, it could just stay like this, perhaps. The only thing about this setup is you do have to reach around the shelf a little bit to put the bins of product on the table, but it's not so bad. And I purposely left a gap here so you could step through to reach better. But when it's not a shop update, I'll probably push this over. And in terms of cleaning, I also had a bunch of pin buckets down here everywhere, especially new ones appearing as Christian Pin's new pins, but they're all over here now. And some of the bins have been emptied, so it's less chaotic. Just chilling there on the floor because I don't have a good shelf to put those on. I'm thinking I need one more shelf like this, the shoe shelf type organizer. That could be good. So it's looking the cleanest it's looked all shop update in here, although it's about to get messy again. Woo! Now, a topic I thought I should mention is some updates on tariffs. I know some people hate when I talk about it because they don't like me criticizing any action any government takes, but it's relevant to my shop and it's relevant to your orders. This directly impacts you and impacts me. It's important to give updates. Now, this first thing, not the usual suspect, I will say. So I got an email from someone during the shop update worried that they were going to get hit by these new tariffs that the EU is implementing. The council agreed to apply a fixed customs duty of €3 on small parcels valued at less than €150 entering the EU, largely via e-commerce, from July 1st. This temporary measure responds to the fact that such parcels currently enter the EU duty-free, leading to unfair competition for EU sellers, health and safety risks for consumers, high levels of fraud, and environmental concerns. And this is some kind of temporary measure until a more permanent measure comes into place. So small value parcels less than €150, that would apply to a lot of my orders. And it's €3 customs per HS code, essentially. So each item type has its own HS code. Enamel pins have a code, stickers have a code, bookmarks have a code. And so this is €3 per HS code. So if you ordered only enamel pins, but you ordered like 5 different pins, you get that €3 charge once. But if you ordered pins plus stickers, that's 2 different item types, so 2 different HS codes, you'd pay the €3 twice, and so on and so forth. So it could really add up if you're ordering a lot of small value items, and especially for something inexpensive like a bookmark or a sticker that don't even cost €3 to begin with, that would be a big expense. But have no fear. It says here, where does it say? It says somewhere here. So it applies to goods from non-EU sellers that are registered for IOSS. I'm non-EU, but I'm not registered for IOSS. So packages from my shop are unaffected by this new tariff. So have no fear, EU customers. You're safe. You're safe. For now, anyway. It does say at the end of this article, the Commission will regularly assess whether the rate should be extended to goods arriving in the EU sold by traders not registered for the IOSS. So I'm safe for now, but also this is a temporary measure, so who knows what the permanent measure is going to look like, but for now, you're safe. And originally, I thought that was the only tariff update I was going to have for you for this vlog, but there was more news yesterday. There are possibly some new U.S. tariffs coming into effect between 10% and 12.5%, depending on the country of origin of the goods. I don't know if that's supposed to stack on the existing 10% tariffs, but also the existing ones are only temporary, in effect for 150 days. I can't remember exactly when that 150 days ends, so I don't know if these new ones are meant to just replace the current ones. The old tariffs were ruled illegal and are no longer in effect. Then the current tariffs were also struck down, but because an appeal was put through, they're still in effect. But again, only for 150 days. And then there's this new one. So, we're just gonna have to keep an eye on that for the US, see where that goes. It changes all the time. It's like this yo-yoing, the tariff yo-yo. I guess more like this. And now I'm gonna pack orders alone. We have 48 open orders from day one. So those are the ones we wanna get through by end of day tomorrow. I'm pretty confident we can get through most of it today because I could do 48 packages myself. It's just a question of will the apparel be ready? We had a little setback the other day with the heat press breaking. The top heating plate thing fully detached and fell off, and we couldn't reattach it because the screws were stripped, but we took it to the place we got it from and they fixed it for us real quick. So it's back in action. I might not be able to get through many of these orders yet. We got a lot of zips here, but a lot of people order a zip and another thing, and I'm like, I'm missing the other thing. It's not out yet. We've got a few. Got those. That one's got a froggy shirt. I'll have to skip this order for now. Okay, this one only has a zip, so I can do that one. Then again, maybe not. I only have 4 XLs down there. Hi. Okay, now. Skip. Okay, this one has a medium zip. I'm pretty sure there are some of those in the bin. Yeesh. I will restock the zips. Some of the sizes are sold out right now, so I can't get more of it. But once the shop update's all said and done, family things all said and done, we'll order more and get those up within a couple weeks or so, maybe 3 weeks. I don't know. And we'll also grab some more black zips. We're always restocking those because they always sell out, especially during big shop updates, of course. And I might look at violet t-shirts since those are popular, but I don't want to spend too much on apparel for a little bit because I've spent so much. I was saying in one of my order packing live streams that I think my bank account balance is the same now as it was at the start of the year. Well, I looked into it to actually check, and it is almost exact down to the dollar. It's scary. Actually, it's a little less right now because I owe a few thousand on my credit card. So once that's paid off, I actually have less money now than I started the year with. So breaking even might not sound good on paper because like I just had a huge Froggy collection update. I also released my coloring books this year and sold out of those, and the sticker sheets I believe were this year as well. So you'd think, wouldn't I have at least profited off of all of that? But no, I've broken even. But also I did buy some stuff for the future. Like I bought a second round of coloring books that I haven't had a chance to sell yet because I don't have them. And I've purchased the Bee sketchbooks, which is a huge expense, like my biggest product expense by far. And so obviously that's something I'm paying for now, but not receiving until later to sell later in the year. I also spent a lot on some magnets that are coming this summer, and obviously that's something that, you know, you invest for products now that you're going to make back the money later. So that's part of it. But also part of it is that I pay salaries to me and Christian. So even though the business has broken even, we technically made enough money to pay ourselves a salary. So that kind of is profit. For the business, no. But for me, yes. Plus the business is also setting aside some money every month to put towards retirement. So there's also that. So it sounds bad, breaking even, but that's just because of our salaries and retirement. And partially because of product that we have yet to sell. But that's kind of always the case. I have plans to release a few things during the summer, and it should be pretty minimal investment because I've already made the investments like the magnets I mentioned and the coloring books. I just don't know if those are going to release together because the coloring books are delayed, obviously. The UPS investigation is still undergoing. When I checked the tracking, it says UPS has closed the investigation, but I reached out to the book printer and they said that they're waiting to hear back from their forwarder and that they've been getting weekly updates. So we'll see. Just still waiting for the investigation to conclude. Then they can reprint, then reship. So we'll wait on that. But another thing I want to do potentially is sell DTF transfers that you can iron on yourself and get that all set up, possibly. And that would require minimal investment because I already have a bunch of DTF supplies. Although I did just spend like $550 and $55 on more white ink and powder for it. I didn't run out, but I wanted to make sure to order some well before I ran out. But other than that, like, I've got the supplies necessary to deal with all that. And then the magnets are ordered. Those are actually gonna get here pretty soon. They're filled with liquid and glitter, kind of like a snow globe, but it's a flat rectangle. You'll see, it's cute, it's cute. I'm just walking away to grab a box for this order, and then I'm like, you're not boxing it, you're just putting it in a bin. This was Wendy's order. Thank you, Wendy. But yeah, all these things are kind of happening at different times, because I'm not ready to release the DTF yet, but the magnets are going to be here soon, but the coloring books are not going to be here soon. So what's the release timeline on all that? Oh, and I would like to do a bee embroidered sleeve design. And since I want to release apparel separate from the main collections, that could also be released sometime during the summer, is the bee sweatshirts. I pictured it as a zip, but we could also offer it on crew necks and hoodies. And I could restock Orange Frog sticker around that time, possibly. Speaking of sticker restocks, I just got in the sticker sheet restocks yesterday, because we sold out of both of these. I had originally ordered 500 of each, and I ordered 250 more. I gotta quality check those sticker sheets at some point, but not right now. If I keep talking, maybe this will be a long vlog. The table looks extra full when there's a bunch of apparel like this. Kiki is supervising. Yes, we are at 979 orders. Nearly at 1,000. Oh, we got another one, Kiki. It's now Friday morning. The nails are done. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And I have makeup on today. I half did my hair. I blow dried it. And honestly, that's sufficient. We're not gonna bother straightening or curling it today. It is stream day, which is why I decided to do a little bit of makeup, and I gotta run out to the grocery store and stuff. I did do some cleaning in the kitchen last night. I wiped down some of the cupboard fronts, mainly this one, and then some of the lower ones, like the most used handles, but also this one I've been meaning to get to, because one time I just reached as far as I could from the floor, and you could see this line where it was clean and up there was not, because it gets a little greasy. And I wiped down the range hood thing and some of the backsplash, and I cleaned the fronts of all the appliances and inside the microwave, but it was quite clean because I just cleaned it not that long ago. The dishwasher, I was first cleaning the side of it and something was catching, so I start peeling. There was still clear film on the dishwasher. I don't know how I didn't notice that, because the film didn't even come all the way up. It stopped like right there. So I don't know, but it's gone now. This might be a scuff because it's not coming off. That kind of drives me nuts. Looks like a fingerprint, but whatever. I did end up wiping down some of the fridge interior. Look, I took everything out because I was like, you know what? Now's the time to clean it before I load in a bunch of groceries. So I cleaned out the main shelves. I took everything out except the cans. But I didn't do a thorough job where you like lift the glass to really get all the grime in the crack, but I tried my best. And then I didn't touch the doors at all. And the freezer really needs a cleaning, but yeah. That'll be for another time. And honestly, my family doesn't care if the house is spotless. It's just those things that I put off doing, like, oh, I need to clean the fridge, I need to clean the fridge. But then a family visit is an excuse to finally do the cleaning. Or like, maybe not an excuse. I don't need an excuse to do it, but I guess the motivation to do it. Because otherwise I just put it off forever. It's just past 9 o'clock. I'm gonna head out and get groceries. I'm gonna do Superstore and Costco, which I rarely do in the same day just because they're nowhere near each other, not even close. Although one of the Costcos I like to go to, I heard rumors that they're gonna build a Superstore near it. That would be amazing. And I would make that my new main Costco. So I've got separate grocery lists for each, but I think I'll hit up Costco first just in case they have something that I typically get at Superstore. I don't know. And I'll bring like an insulated bag with some ice packs in it, I think, because I want to get ice cream bars from Costco. But if I hit up Costco first, they're gonna melt. Oh, and a bunch of stuff still sitting out here because the kitchen cleaning is not done. Instead of my usual coffee, I'll just do the double espresso. Less liquid, so I'm less likely to pee while I'm out and about. Costco has this weird effect on me where as soon as I get there, I have to pee. I mean, if it's as soon as I get there, that's not a problem. But if I have a cart full of stuff, usually for the Costco runs, I have Christian with me, but I want him to stay here to work on apparel. He's already let me know that there's an impossible amount of stuff to get done before the mail pickup today in terms of day one apparel. So it's not happening. But as long as we can get it on the weekend, I just want people to receive their shipping confirmation email by Sunday if they ordered on the first Sunday. I mean, what I really want is for it to all go out today, but we have to make some compromises. Roma. Happy Pride Month, y'all. My Costco list feels very small, but at the same time, you buy one thing at Costco and it's like $16. I made the mistake of going to the closer yet busier Costco. Gas line was way too long, but I still have half a tank, so we're good. But I don't want to film in here. I think I'm done here. Got a few things from the Superstore list. I'm now out of the Costco chaos. For some reason, the whole front area of that store smells like sweaty hockey equipment. And now we're at Superstore. My cart suddenly started misbehaving. One of the front wheels keeps locking and I'm leaving skid marks all over the place. Oy, oy, oy. All the pops on sale, which is great because I'm stocking up. The grapefruit 7-Ups are really good. Gotta get some Pepsi for my stepdad. Bottle brush. Need some moutarde. Oh, okay. The middle one's a little wedged. Okay, there we go. Let's go with no name. Oh my god, an empty aisle. I can vlog freely. Gatorade powder. Oh, that was probably in the pop aisle. Dude, I gotta go back. I really wish they made these tubs in the 0. They only do the little sticks as 0, but it's like $8 for 10 sticks. Hell no. They're on sale, might as well get 2. Plus, I think I'm gonna use an entire one in the recipe I'm doing. Where are the tater tots? I found one bag at the back, but this isn't enough. There's those. I had no choice but to get one spicy, one regular. Also, instead of ground turkey, we're doing ground pork because they don't have any turkey right now. Oh no. These were $3 forever. I think this is retaliation for the bread price fixing payouts. Those settlements they had to pay out. Yeah. Oh my god, I just came down here. 1,000 even. Oh, always so satisfying when you catch it at a round number. Thank you so much. Time skip update. It's 4:45. The live stream did not happen. We spent our afternoon at urgent care. So I did get home from getting groceries. We unpacked everything, put it all away, and then we're grabbing some food. And I was warming up one of my veggie packs and cracked a couple eggs into the pan to cook. And meanwhile, Christian was gonna make himself a hot dog. The hot dog wieners are frozen though, so he was trying to pry a frozen wiener off from the pack with a butter knife, and it slipped, and he cut himself real bad right in here. And it was bleeding everywhere, and I was trying to just like contain the bleeding, keep it all cleaned up, and we had to abandon the food, and I just got like his wallet, water bottle, all the stuff we needed so I could take him to urgent care. So we got there, got all checked in, and the estimated wait on the screens was 2 hours, and that's about what it took. And then he got taken back, and they did their thing, and I just stayed in the waiting area. And now he's got 4 stitches in that spot. Ugh. Thankfully, it wasn't super deep, but it's still pretty dang deep looking, and just a huge flap, and just nasty. So, needless to say, he did not finish the apparel, although he was pretty close apparently. He's only 4 or 5 things away from finishing off the day 1 items. So they would have all been done today, but not now. I don't know how he's gonna do anything now with those stitches. I told him, like, don't worry about anything for the rest of the day, but like, I don't know how this is gonna work now. So I still want to get some orders packed today. I thought my evening would be a little more house cleaning, but I think I'll just save all of it for tomorrow. Tomorrow is when family's getting here, but like it's the travel day, so I'll have time to do a bunch of cleaning before they even get here. So let's just not worry about that at all. There's also a bunch of big boxes upstairs I was going to have Christian carry down for me. There's no way he can do it now. Like those journal boxes are so heavy. I'm going to have to bring them down myself now. We've just been hauling down one at a time as we need it, but I want them all down here for when guests are here, so... Ugh. And then there are a bunch of boxes of zip blanks, but they should be mostly empty now, so that'd be easy. Just like maybe consolidate them all into one box and flatten all the boxes. That's all I need to do. But anyway, I'm gonna pack what I can of the day one orders today. And first I need to get some emails, and there are quite a few. And I think I do need to rearrange the space back into a single packing station. Like I can leave this station set up, but move Rick back over the crinkle paper and then plug the scale back in, because that way I can just put stuff directly into their boxes instead of laying all the bins out on the table. So yeah, emails, rearrange. Then I actually might be close to supper time. I never did eat my veggie lunch, but I did have a cheese bun and a cookie because I left Christian in the waiting room for a little bit solo, and I just quickly ran home to get a few things. Like he had forgotten his phone, and I grabbed some snacks. I had an emergency lady situation to attend to, so I drove home. So we have had some food. And that's why we didn't pick up food on the way home, because I was thinking we could. It's our takeout day. We could just pick it up instead of getting it delivered, but neither of us were hungry, leaving urgent care. Also, my first time at an urgent care. I've only ever been to a family doctor or hospital, but never the in-between. Like where I grew up, we didn't have that. There was just a hospital. Anyway, I gotta get to those emails. Midna's in my chair though. Maybe I'll stand at the order packing station to reply to emails. I will say that was a nice break though. Even though it interrupted the workday, it was nice to just chill. Certain box sizes are low. This one's gone. I'm gonna have to fold my own boxes. Rest in peace, fresh manicure. Who's this dog? What's a dog doing down here? Man being put to work. Well, she offered. We're still waiting for some fam to get here. Some embroidery going. I had to finish off all Christian's abandoned projects, so I was down here doing his job.
Well, that's a good picture.
He's gonna come visit you.
Must be a hard one.
Oh yeah, it's up on the ledge
Two of them up there.
yeah.
Oh, she's ready for her walk. She's got her harness. Come on. It is now Tuesday and it's late afternoon. Our family took off today. The visit was so nice. It was so needed, just doing something different for a while. It's not work related. Although I did pack some orders during more chilled downtime. I even had my mom folding a few boxes because she wanted to help out with the shop stuff. So she was doing that. There was this looming anxiety though the whole time about the shop update, just kind of still stressing about it even though I was taking time off, because it was dawning on me just how little Christian could do, and just freaking out about getting it all done. And I'm still freaking out, but I at least, made myself feel a little bit better. I sent out an email to everyone whose order is not packed yet. I had to figure out how to do that though, like research how to do it. I need to get a Shopify extension, which by the way, I need to cancel because I'm on a 7-day free trial. My email's sent, so now I need to cancel that. Because I have a mailing newsletter service already, and I was trying to figure out if there's a way to like export the email addresses of just unfulfilled orders and somehow bring that into the software. Maybe there is a way to do that, but I just used a Shopify app called Notify Rush, and so that just lets you pick what orders you want and send out a bulk email to those people. So I did that. And I just let people know that there will be some order delays. For non-apparel orders, it's really not going to be much of a delay. Maybe a day or two, if that. And I feel like only a few people are really going to be affected by that. I think the rest I can get done within 2 weeks of the date that they ordered. But for the apparel orders, it's probably going to be like an extra week of delay for some people. But I'm just glad I got the email out just to communicate what's going on. I just got to some emails and now I'm going to pack orders, of course. So the game plan is hit up non-apparel orders for today, and then depending where I'm at, decide if I'm doing apparel tomorrow or Thursday, and then Friday be back to non-apparel. Then after Friday, we'll see where we're at, because apparently Christian's only supposed to keep his stitches in for a week. I thought they'd have to be in longer than that, because once the stitches are out, that's when he can really do more. A lot of the current pain is from the stitches pulling and stuff, or like he moves his thumb and stitches tug and that hurts real bad. I know all too well what that feels like because I had stitches on my thumb not that long ago. But does this mean he can work on stuff on the weekend? I think he still has to take it a little easy, but I don't know. We'll just play it by ear. But I also need to edit this vlog at some point. I need to film and edit a sponsored video before Friday. So it's having all the extra apparel work on top of orders and that stuff. I'm freaking out. And what will make me freak out less is to just get started. Just start tackling that mountain. Oh, also, there was a delivery while family was here. We were out for a walk, and then when we got back, there was a UPS driver actively unloading boxes onto the front porch. So a new item is here. Let's take a look at that. Prepare yourselves for something new you haven't seen from me before. Da, 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 da. These are magnets. You can stick them on your fridge, stick them on your desk, any kind of metal you might have. And it's like a glitter snow globe type of effect, but not a globe, it's flat, you know. So there's that initial rush of glitter, and then the rest slowly trickles down. Whoa. Okay, so there are 4 designs. We have shady shamrocks here. We have gazebo cats. Gotta wait a minute for the glitter. There you can see gazebo cats. Then there's forest cuddles. And last but not least, froggy chaos. And man, I've been fiddling with these. This is just playing around with the glitter, but also the air bubbles. We're trying to merge the bubbles back into one big air bubble versus shaking them up to make them a bunch of small ones. So the fam got to experience a Bailey J delivery, and everyone helped me haul the boxes inside, which was really nice. They're sitting upstairs for now. I don't need them down here during the shop update. Now I have a couple nitpicky complaints, as I tend to. I feel like the artwork was brightened a bit, which isn't a problem, honestly, for most of them, but I feel like for Forest Cuddles, because it is the lightest of all the prints, especially the background, it kind of, like the background is just a little too faded for my liking, especially the ground, I guess, because the upper part is just extremely pale in the illustration, but this one just feels a bit pale to me. The rest look pretty good. Then my other complaint, which is my bigger complaint, is that most of them seemingly have this frosted edge where it's like clear on all the other edges and then one edge is frosted. So it must be something with the manufacturing process. I don't know. I can ask my manufacturer about it. But I thought they would all have that on one edge until I was looking at some other ones, and not all of them do. Like this Gazebo Cats doesn't have it at all. Actually, no, wait, it does. I was gonna say some have just like a sliver of it. I'm not gonna pull it out of the plastic, but there's a bit of the frostiness just along the bottom. Whereas other ones have a completely frosted edge. So I don't know what the deal is with that. I've only opened one box of each design so far, and I haven't given them a close look, but for some of them, like this one, they're all facing the same way, so I can see they all have the frosted edge. So is that a manufacturing defect, or is that just how they are? I don't know, but I'll be sure to mention that, I guess, in like the product listing. Or is that something I can just scrub off? I don't know. It seems like it's on there quite well. Like, I was scraping at it with my knife, and it's coming up a bit, but like it's scraping the acrylic as well. So hate that, but they're cute otherwise. Wait, what is in here? Wait a dang minute. Oh, they all have that. There's like a ball in the corner. What is that? I did not notice that, but you know what? I bet you that's a plug from where the liquid was inserted, maybe. Because I was curious how they went about doing that. I assumed they'd fill it from the back or something and like put the backing on, but it makes more sense to seal it up, I guess, have a hole and fill it through the hole. So that must be the plug, which would be behind the magnet. Now, I know I said my days of ordering 1,000 of each product are behind me, but I made an exception for these. Because I figured I'm buying these once and that's it. If I ever order more of this style of magnet, I would order it with new art on it. So it's like a never gonna be restocked sort of thing. Now I really wish I could go through all of these right away. The manufacturer's like, oh, did you receive the shipment? How is it? But like with this, I kind of want to see how widespread this issue is. Because is this a B grade, or is that just how all of the Froggy Chaos are gonna be? I don't know. But you know, I'm always on the lookout for products where I can stick a full illustration on it. This is one of those things. But it's not a product I would release at every single collection I drop. It would just be occasionally, if I ever order them again. I don't know. I've got a pretty big stock of these. This is the full shipment here, and I'm realizing we trapped our table back there. It's gonna have to live there for a while. The coffee table. So this is gonna live up here until the shop update's done, then I'll find space for it downstairs. Oh my god, I'm noticing there are a lot of scratches on these. Look at all the scratches along that edge of this. Oh my god. I thought maybe there'd be a clear film on these. They're in a clear sleeve, so probably not necessary, but I was like, maybe it just looks scratched because there's a clear film on them, but there is not. This edge has some as well. And I noticed these ones too, like there's a big scratch right along here on this one, and then more up above. Those are the two worst on this one. This one not as bad, but I can see a lot of little scratches. It has a similar edge one as the other one did. Like there's kind of scratches all over. I don't know if you can even see that on camera. Like maybe this needs to just be sold as a B grade product or something. Because how am I supposed to know if they're gonna have scratches? It's really hard to tell through the plastic. Yeah, the longer I look, the worse it gets. Well, this might be a fail of a product, but it's still cool. And, you know, maybe people will still want them. I can just sell them for cheap. Less of a markup than originally planned, and label them all as B grades, perhaps. I feel like I've had a string of bad luck with products lately. Some things have arrived just fine, and they're great. Love them. But I feel like a lot has been going wrong with them lately. Add this to the list. Now, I need to eat supper soon, and then I'm going to set up for the live stream because it is Tuesday evening. I am going to live stream the order packing, and I need to end this vlog. So, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for your patience with the delays with the shop, and I'll see you in the next one. But the photos they sent. The sketchbooks look nice, but they did not use the metallic thread. Like, there was so much back and forth about the thread, because I kept being like, this is not metallic, like, I want metallic thread. Because this was an initial sample they sent me. We did not go with this shiny fabric.